Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. What's good, family? Make sure when you come in, you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that share button. We almost at 2,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button, family. We trying to get this shit popping. Um, over here at Black Star TV 2.0, we are reparationists, and the squad, the lawmakers, the squad from the Democrats, they have came up with a reparations plan, and we gonna break this down because we know the Democrats be on that funny style stuff, so we got to make sure and we got to be on top of them so that we don't get finessed. So here I go. The article comes from independent.co.uk. It says Black Americans should receive 333K each in creative slavery reparations scheme, says the Democrats. Now we got to watch the wording of that because scheme, it's exactly what it is, a scheme. So let me get down here. So um, it says the bill states that a large number would eliminate the racial wealth gap that currently exists between black and whites in America. And we're not trying to get reparations to close the racial wealth gap. We know that that's almost damn near impossible. But we are trying to still get reparations and pick us up from the bottom, because that's where we really trying to get away from, the goddamn bottom. Um, it says a rough estimate found that reparations could amount to around 333,000 per person based on the 2020 census that said 41 million people identify as Black or African American alone population, accounting for 12.4% of the population. Now, we know that we're more than 12.4%, and we know that we cannot do reparations based off race, especially anybody identifying as Black or identifying as African American. We need to know where your family from and where your lineage trace back, because it has to be lineage based. The federal government will not do any reparations plan that is based off race. It will always have to be lineage. So we can't go with that. This is one part of it that I do agree with to an extent. He says, "Who says the 14 million needs to be paid out in one shot? It might be possible to it be paid out over 5 to 10 to 20 years. You could take 333,000 and break it up into monthly checks over X amount of time. I believe that is absolutely a good thing, right? Yeah, you ain't got to give everybody a whole whopping lump sum, but we do need something. But this is where it gets spooky. Bowman discussed around reparations, right? Oh shit, I'm sorry. Bowman discussed around reparations should also include aspects of American society such as housing, mass incarceration, higher education, and wealth inequality, according to the outlet. I think people incarcerated should be able to vote. I and definitely think that they come out and should automatically be enfranchised. The bill hopes that federal government could provide monetary incentive to schools that adopt curriculums on history of people of African descent, free college education to students attending historically Black colleges, and funding to support Black-led news programs, radios, and television, amongst other items. Now, this is very tricky of what they're saying. And when you really break it down, it says that the government could provide monetary incentives to school districts that adopt curriculum on the history of people of African descent. Now, that didn't say Black schools. It just says schools who adopt the curriculum. That can be any school. So now you're going to give the money to somebody else. Now, how about you just give us the bread and have us build our own schools, and then you can fund those schools that are Black owned, purely Black owned. And the free college tuition, we cool on that because, again, you're going to wind up giving free college tuition to everybody anyway. And then to free college education to students attending historically Black college, when we know that Asians be going to HBCUs, Spanish people be going to HBCUs, Indians be going to HBCUs, and that's another reason, because they actually have a story. You can look it up. Story of an Indian kid who came and I think the Indian person actually lived in Africa. They wasn't even living in India. They came from Africa and came over to the United States and got a African American uh, scholarship based off living in Africa and then coming here. You see what I'm saying? And claimed African American. So we can't play that game whatsoever. Yeah, we're not playing that game whatsoever. Everything has to be lineage based and specific, because when it's not lineage based, you can get all of this stuff right here. That's why they do that. See, free college tuition to students attending historically black college. That's anybody. There's white people at HBCUs. So now they benefit from it. Do you get what I'm saying? No, we should be the only people benefiting from reparations. Nobody else benefited when the Japanese got their stuff. Nobody benefited when the people from Nome, not Nome, excuse, I said Nome. I was just talking about Nome, Alaska earlier. But Guam, excuse me. Guam. Nobody got in on that but them, right? And there's videos to them even picking their checks up. So yeah, we not doing that whole whoever's attending, because we know it's more than just black people attending the colleges. So let's knock that off. And black-led news programs, BET is a black-led news program, but it's not owned by black people. Again, you would be giving our reparations to people who are non-descendants of slaves, and we are cool on that. So it says the bill the Democrats is co-sponsoring the bill, and it has about 14 co-sponsors total. I want to go down a little bit more. Yeah, but we can't do none of this whole race-based stuff. But they talked about something else. Where's it at? Oh, sorry, I went too low. But one second, family, one second. Aside from the 14 trillion price tag requiring massive tax or debt increases, the congressman believes such law would only lead to a greater racial divide and resentment at the time when we need to come together as a nation. We don't care about none of that. But they also, hold on, family, they also was speaking on, they didn't want nobody, right? Listen, it says, however, not every lawmaker is convinced about the bill, claiming that it would be unfair on taxpayers to pay reparations for slavery that ended years ago. Oh, hell no, we don't care about none of that. Oh, hell no, we don't care about none of that, because you talking about that ended about 160 years ago. But what you did to the Native Americans ended about the same amount of time. It ended around the same amount of time ago, and my federal tax dollars go to those natives. Yep, they get checks every month from our federal tax dollars that we didn't do shit about. And you see how they always try to change the game up the moment they start talking about us. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, we don't care about that. We don't care about none of that. Everybody's gonna have to pay. Everybody's going to have to pay the same way everybody's federal tax dollars right now in the United States goes to help those Native Americans. And we didn't do nothing to you. Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, y'all actually slaved us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not going with that, but this is pretty much the article. But as you can see, we good on this. Now y'all got to make this lineage based, or you can keep all of your reparations packages and plans. If you don't have a lineage-based plan or package, we not going for it. And y'all should know that by now. We not going for none of it. And it has to be federal. It has to be on a federal level. Other than that, it's really not reparation. Now, we'll take some state stuff, right? We'll take some state stuff. But you know when you do it on a state level that every black person's not getting addressed. You know that. Because all of us don't live in the same state. But at the same time, we still coming for these reparations. It says the government can invest the same way in reparations without raising taxes on anyone. Yeah, they can, right? They don't have to raise no taxes. Y'all only raise taxes because y'all just be wanting to do that. Y'all want to keep people poor. Same reason y'all raise the price in food and you raise the price of this and you try to blame it on inflation. Meanwhile, you the one printing the money, nigga. And you the one really have the access to all the resources to even make the products that you raising the price because of inflation. You don't have to do that. You just do it because it makes other people poor, and it really puts the crunch on the people who don't have any money. You see? So the squad, the Democrats and the squad, y'all can keep this shit. We good on this. It gotta be lineage based, baby. Don't forget, family. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that share button. And tell the squad we ain't beat. No reparations, no vote in 2024. If you don't got no tangibles, we ain't trying to hear it. I holla.